welcome back to whatever this is. This is Late Night Love. This is me. That's Lubby. I don't know what the hell is tonight is gone. Tonight's relationship stories take us to the deeper waters. Irritations we don't know how to name. Friends slipping away into healthy dynamics. The sting of finding flirty messages and the awkwardness of discovering old photos of an ex. We're also talking about how to express the physical affection, how to navigate mismatched desires, and how long-distance couples can stay connected without losing themselves. Yeah. At the heart of every story is one truth. Relationships don't fall apart from conflict. They fall apart from silence. So drop your story in the comments. You never know who it might help. All right, but before we do all that, you can find us at latenightLove.us. You can send us your questions, comments, suggestions, etc. to love@latenightLove.us. There we go. Yeah. All that at once and very good things. Let's just jump right into Night Lovey because whatever kind of chaos can we cause?
How do I change feeling so irritated at my partner? I got news for you. You know, you ain't such a peach yourself, mister. You know? That's the conclusion I came to when I was trying to figure out, you know, some things. Endearing things after a while, they start grinding on you. They turn into irritations, you know, they can. And, you know, lo and behold, I got some irritations about you, some things that you do. Yeah, I know. And, you know, I'm like, should I say something? And I'm like, Christina, there may be one or two things that you do that he is irritated with, and he doesn't say a blessed word. So you just shut up and just take a deep breath and leave the room. You know, just out of sight, out of mind for the moment. You know, come on.
Okay. Would it be wrong for me to mention, you know, maybe throw marshmallows at them? It can't hurt, but you might feel better.
When you used to make me mad, I used to throw tissues at you, remember?
Yeah. Well, you know, makes you feel better.
It does. So. You get a little bit of energy out. You know?
Oh, a little bit. It's like slamming down the phone in the old days, right? You can't do that these days.
I know. You'll break your phone.
Because you'll break your phone. But, man, you could really slam those old ones and they'd be just fine.
I know.
Anyway. I guess the real question is figure out why you're actually irritated. Because normally the things that irritate you aren't actually what's irritating you.
Mm.
Now, sometimes they are, right? Sometimes they leave cabinets open, and it's just they leave cabinets open, and you simply have to decide.
Just shut them. Thank you. That's one of mine.
If you just have to decide, it's just easier, right? It's actually less irritable if you just close the cabinets, right? It's less time and energy out your day to just, you know, and whatever.
And here's a thought. Here's a thought that I had. Do I want to have every little thing that I do that's irritating pointed out to me? Do I want to live like that on eggshells? You know?
You want the list?
Do I want you to live on eggshells? I've lived like that. I've been in a relationship like that. It's no fun. It's awful as hell. I don't want to put anybody through that. I don't want to go through that. You know, so let's just, you know, calm down.
I could probably get the list off the top of my head if you want.
Stop it. No. Okay, you get one thing.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Have no real need. That right there is how you get over being irritated. You just choose to not be irritated.
Yeah, you choose.
I know it sounds simplistic, right? It sounds like that can't be that easy. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm just saying that's how you do it. You just choose to no longer be irritated by these things. And here's the thing. It's not that they don't irritate you in a flash in a second, right? It's not that you go in, you see whatever it is that irritates you, and you go, it's just you lose the irritation 10 seconds later when you're doing something else.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. It's not that you...
Irritations are momentary. Let's you know, and I mean, what is it really all about? You want them to change for you?
Yeah, pick and choose your battles, my friend. In the grand scheme of things, is that irritant worth, turning into a scar? Think about that. Is it worth picking at and turning into a scar?
Ooh, that's a good one.
All right. Okay, what's next?
Losing my friend to a manipulative girlfriend. Can I do anything?
No,
No.
usually no. I mean, you can try, but generally speaking, it depends on the type of manipulation and what we're talking about here. I mean, because sometimes you can point out to them what is actually happening, and
It's basically his time.
that's not manipulation. She just wants to spend time with him, and you're viewing it as manipulation because you are frankly jealous that your friend is now going off, and in a sense, you are being replaced.
That hurts.
It does. But here's the thing: when the newness rubs off, he's gonna need you to come back and be the friend you used to be.
And talk to you about how she's starting to irritate him.
May, it's not what happens with men. You're just gonna come back and you just pick up where you left off, like there was
Like nothing happened. Like it was a timeout.
not even a time. It's just go, right? That's what men do. This is perfectly natural. This is a perfectly natural thing of relationships. Men have been going through this type of thing. You've got close bonds, and then one of them gets in their first, relationship, real genuine
Yes.
relationship, and so now all the time you used to spend with your bromance buddy is now spent with your real romance person.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at some point, you need to have that external relationship as well. It's just newness takes a lot of time, but it's never going to truly be the same. But you can still go golfing. You can still find those things together, bowling. You can still do your things. It's just not going to be you're going to be more selective.
It will.
Yeah. You're going to, all the riff-raff, fluff stuff is going to go away.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to either find someone else to fill that time with, which hopefully is maybe you can focus on finding a relationship for yourself. Maybe it's been too easy to not focus on getting a relationship because you've had your best friend to lean on. Now here's the real thing he's facing. He's not really jealous. He's just now he has to face the fact that he doesn't have much of a life outside of his friend.
Yeah.
Now he's actually facing being alone.
Yeah.
But you're not. If you need him, he'd be there.
He would.
Okay.
I found a flirty DM on my partner's Instagram, and I don't know what to do. What is your advice?
Well, it depends on the flirty DM. Because us as men, we get all kinds of bot flirty DMs on Instagrams. And
No,
Facebook.
I read it. It was like, oh, you should come over and we'll do the wild thing. Oh, stop. You shouldn't say things like that. I know. I'm just being silly. Ha, 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 ha.
Okay.
That was flirty.
Well, it was, I guess. It was an attempt at flirty. It didn't work out very well. So what are you worried about here? You actually, what you saw is evidence you don't have to worry about anything.
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
And she's upset.
Yeah.
She should be relieved.
Someone flirted with her husband.
Well, that should make you feel better. It means he's desirous for other people.
That's what I always. I find you attractive. So you're a Greek god laying there at night. So actually I think other women, and you're a sweetheart. See, you're just so nice and kind. So yeah, other women are going to be attracted to you in your life. You are oblivious, but it's there.
Yeah.
You are. You're completely oblivious.
I've always been oblivious, so it is what it is.
I had to actually tell you, I think I'm falling in love with you. I actually had to say that to you.
Well, I told you I needed like a signs and a written notice. It's not like I was kidding.
I was getting out of the shower. And you were standing there. We were showering.
I'm just saying.
And I had to actually, and we were at that point. We were that close. And I still had to tell you.
I'm just saying. I told you I needed signs, like written signs for these kind of things. I needed to be obvious, right? I wasn't playing. You always think I'm exaggerating or something for effect or something. No, I'm not. I'm just telling you how it is. This has caused confusion in the past. I'm clearing this up right now. I am oblivious to these kind of things. I need to be told.
So I did.
I don't understand why it was so complicated. People say, oh, you need to communicate your needs. I communicated my needs. That was somehow a problem.
And yet, still, people just invalidate you.
I understand. It's not my problem. All right, what is next? Oh, my advice is to do nothing.
Yeah. Your relationship is sound, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. Accidentally found an old USB with pics of his ex. Not sure if I should address it or let it go.
Well, I'd probably let it go, but you could be petty and just throw it away.
Ooh, no. He's saving them for when he's an old man.
No, he probably forgot about him.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
Oh.
You'd never know. Yeah, he probably forgot. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to find those one day. Oh, yeah. I mean, like I said, you could be petty and throw them away, or you could just leave them and leave it as it is.
He's an ex. She's an ex.
Yeah.
Exes are for
Now,
a
of course,
reason.
here's the question. Where did you find it? Was it like in the back of the bottom of some junk drawer or some drawer?
Yeah.
Yeah, he forgot about it. He probably doesn't even know it's there. If you really wanted to scare him, you could bring it up. If you just wanted to mess with him, like it was April 1st, wait around until next year. It could be a great April Fool's joke for next year. If you really wanted to think ahead.
That's cruel.
Yeah. Still be funny, at least for her. She could have some fun with that. She wanted to.
She wanted
She,
to.
now just for fun, right? If you want to be petty, you throw it away.
Okay.
If for funsies, my suggestion is to just leave it and do nothing. But you can be petty and throw it away. I wouldn't really have a huge problem with it because he's likely forgotten about it, and so he'd never know, right? Okay, but if you want to have some fun with it, you wait till an opportune day. Yeah, April Fool's is a good one because then,
that isn't my idea of fun.
I'm just saying. Have some fun with it. But all right, there's our example. Either be petty or not. How's
There
that?
you go.
All right.
Now, these are next are a little more intimate.
Okay.
Okay. How to tell my boyfriend I just want to make out. They're in their early 20s. Sometimes she just wants a make out session.
Uh-huh.
How to and not take it any further.
Okay.
How can she tell him?
Well, you can tell him all he wants, but he's fighting nature. And at 20-something, you're not very good at it. They're asking him to fight, right?
Eons of evolution. But we want you to do it for us.
Yeah. But what you guys don't understand is you're fighting literally everything plus hormones. Your body, evolution, hormones, everything is telling you to do the opposite. And in fact, you're actually sending the exact messages that you get when you want to do the opposite. You have to understand that it's confusing, biologically speaking.
Biologically, yeah.
Yeah.
That you can logically understand. We just want the emotions.
We can logically understand it. It doesn't mean we're capable of pulling it off.
This is why I liked to date older men.
Even older men aren't
when I
capable.
was younger.
Not necessarily capable of pulling it off either.
30, I was 18, they were 30. Yeah. They were they could handle it a little more.
So you can tell him all he wants, but it's the definition of mixed signals.
Yeah.
So, success is the success. Maybe the honor should be in the attempt, not in the success of the because his body's going to react whether he wants it to or not.
No, you have to be aware of that. That's going to happen.
Yeah, you can't complain that happened. That's just going to happen.
That's good. You can't complain about it. No, you cannot. No.
Because it just is. Because you're literally sending all the signals.
Yeah.
That tell that to say, "Hey, hello, fly, wake up." Can't tell it to wake up. Now you can say you don't get to do anything about it, but So anyway, that's just understand that it's difficult. How's that? And actually express that you understand that it's difficult. Honor the difficulty of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Struggling with an unwanted kink that doesn't align with my relationship. He's in love with her.
Okay.
And she's very sweet, loving.
Okay.
She is very maternal. He's like, he's at they're at the age too, where marriage, children, here we go. And he sees her in that image.
Okay.
But his kink is to be, a little forceful.
Well,
and he just can't bring himself to do it with her.
That's actually a good thing. That means you get to drop your whatever. Here's the thing. Your kink was covering up some trauma that you actually haven't dealt with yet. Don't know what it is. I'm not going to guess. Right? It could be anything. It doesn't even necessarily have to be related, right? These things go haywire all the time. The smallest of things. His dog could have died and it somehow ends up this way. It just who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is where you get to decide that your kink isn't what defines who you are.
Yeah.
That thing you like to do because it's entertaining is no longer what drives your life. It should never have been what drives your life in the first place. But now you have found something to replace it, something that is actually more fulfilling. Yeah. Not this empty thing that's, cool for a couple hours, but then you got to go chase it again. You don't have to chase a family. You don't have to chase stability. It's there. These things become less important because were never important to begin with. That's what you're going to learn. Now, changing the habit is going to be hard.
Yeah.
Because you've got a thought habit to change. That's going to be difficult. The nice part is you already don't want to do that because you understand how dangerous that is in a relationship.
Yeah.
Power dynamics in a relationship are difficult. At best. They're best left behind, frankly.
What is that thing when I was a child? I did childish things, but when I grew up, I set them aside.
Well, also, there's the other one. Childishness comes as natural to us man as it does to a
That's
child.
one. So you got some issues there. You got it's ongoing.
It's an ongoing
It's a
thing.
struggle. Yeah.
We didn't say it was easy.
But I had a similar struggle, and it was just my new life that I took on was more satisfying than letting go of any entertainment. That it was hollow. I found out it was hollow.
Well, because it was entertainment,
Yeah.
which is fine when you need to be entertained,
Yeah.
right? But you no longer need to be entertained.
Yeah.
You need something more.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, last question. How to navigate sexual urges in a long distance relationship?
Same way you navigate sexual urges when you don't have a partner. You just navigate them.
Yeah.
You navigate them by yourself. That's why you navigate those things. I mean, in the modern world, I suppose there's a few options, I guess. Not ideal.
I mean, they do video and stuff. They're okay for now, but it's when he gets around other women, and I mean, the pheromones start, and the perfume, and he just,
Don't go hang out around women. Do a lot of bowling.
read,
Golf.
male oriented.
Just saying.
Don't go to bars.
And it's one of those things, right? It's again, you're fighting hormones and nature and whatnot, but you also understand that the long-term benefits of a stable relationship are more important than the short-term benefits of entertainment.
Exactly.
And so you navigate those urges by, avoiding the places where they occur. Yeah, no more trips to the club.
Yeah.
Why are you going to the club anyway? Whatever it is. Now, here's the thing. If you're talking about the urges of, you're walking down the street and an attractive woman walks by and happens to be wearing the perfume that hits your particular nose style, and you happen to notice, well, you have to deal with those all the time, every day anyway, so just suck it up, buttercup, and deal with it like the rest of us do. Quit whining. You're just feeling alone. I get it. Save up for a plane ticket, whatever it is.
There you go.
Go fly out, have a good fun hours and fly back. It's people have done it for less.
Definitely. They have.
People have.
I have.
People have done more for less.
I have.
People have flown across the country for the maybe.
Oh, no, maybe.
Yeah.
We're not even talking about like during the gold rush, the Old West. They got a letter. They had letters. They never met. They never saw each other. But it was like, yeah, I'll come and have your children. Huzzah.
Yeah. So.
Build me a house. You got acreage? I'm coming.
So this is one of these things where I hate to be almost flippant about it, but you just have to learn to deal with it.
Yeah.
And go bowling a lot. Pick up a hobby. Do things that occupy
increase your video time with her.
Play more video games. Whatever it is you've got to do to.
Because I'll tell you, this is going to happen in a relation. This happens in regular relationships too, dear. And you bring it home.
But this
you get urges and you bring it home. That's what you do.
This is one of these things you've decided is when you decided on a long-term relationship.
Yeah.
This is one of those things you decided you had to navigate. And how do you navigate them? the same way you navigate anything else you've never been. You just do.
Yeah. Try different shit. See what works.
Some days are better, easier than others.
Yeah.
You know, and you get better at it over time. But you just navigate it.
Yeah.
You know, you're Columbus. You don't really know where you're going, but it's all good.
Because you know it's out there.
Because you just keep doing the best you can. And the next thing you know, your scheduled date with your your partner is there, and so schedule more of those. Spend less money so you have more money to take the trip out so you can,
Do your thing.
yeah. That's
Okay.
if something in your relationship feels tender, complicated, or unspoken, that doesn't make you broken, it makes you human. And every honest conversation is a step toward connection, not away from it. If tonight's episodes touched something in you, share it with someone who might need it. Anyway, from me and Lovey, never mind. From me and Lovey, have a good night. And please remember to love everybody.